All right, welcome to the Smeggie Cave. How's everyone doing today? See, I already got a couple people out here, Mel and DJ. So rock on. Thanks for coming by. Link in the description if you want to join it. Oh, DJ says he's got to listen in the background. Well, might not be too exciting to listen to if I don't get people join me. You guys all know I am horrible at solo. I cannot just ramble on. So I'm gonna play with my dogs and hope that someone jumps in. That's about all I can do. Oh man. So I don't know. I got a question for you guys out there. And okay, or my dog could just knock the phone out of my hand. That'd be cool too. He's like, hey, start paying attention to me while you're holding your phone. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, everyone likes you. Just watch. All these comments are gonna start coming in. Go, oh my god, what a beautiful dog. I love him. He's so cute. Just you wait. You'll see. Fine. Don't tell me my dog's cool. I don't care. But anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm just bored. I don't really have anything. So I never claimed to be good at this. Just get bored. Do a Smeggie cave. Hopefully people show up. Pretty nice day out actually. A little cloudy, not too sunny. Or as I say, the freaking sun comes out. Ah! But anyway, so I was talking with this guy at work the other day, and I don't know. I don't normally like talking about like stuff that just happened in the news or whatever. Obviously, everyone's talking about Texas. This dude who, before this, like let's go back like 2 weeks ago or whatever, he wants to buy a gun, and he knows I'm a gun dude, so he's asking me stuff, and he is very like not a gun dude, which is fine, right? Everyone starts somewhere, and it's just a lot of like I basically had to break down a lot of like the cliche, um, what would you call those, like talking points or whatever. He's fallen for the trap of like 9 millimeter versus 45, and oh, you got to have a 1911. It's the won two world wars and all that shit. He wants a M1A because it's just cool. Like, okay, well, whatever, man. Whatever you think's cool. Like, thumb up for the dog. See, I told you everybody liked you. Anyways, so that's Roy. He's a good boy. He always plays with his toys. And then the white one over there, that's Ziggy. He's way more mellow when he's outside. He kind of walks around and like lays down. Although I'm not going to show him because he might be about to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure. That'd be kind of gross. And anyways, but inside, this little guy likes to jump on this little guy and start a whole bunch of crap and run around the living room, make a bunch of noise. But when we're outside, Roy only cares about playing with his toy, and Ziggy just kind of wanders around and lays down. Right now, he's sniffing that weed that has little berries on it. Zig! I'm not sure what kind of plant that is, so I'll keep him out of there. Come here! Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm cute. This is my voice because I'm a little guy.
Yeah, I'm Roy. I'm a bro. Roy would totally be like a frat bro. He's got super FOMO. You can't move 2 inches without him following you. California is slowly gaining back its gun rights. Is it though? I mean, it kind of is, but also after the Texas thing, now they're trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's like, you guys already do all the gun control things. Like, how much more do you need? So it is. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I know it takes time, man. I know I saw something and I'm trying to remember what it was. What just got struck down? I know we're still waiting for the magazine thing. What the heck did I just see? So maybe you can remind me. So I do remember seeing that. It's like they struck down like, was it ammo background checks or something? Or was it a carry thing? Because I mean, there's still May issue, so you're still kind of screwed if you live in certain counties. But my brain's not working super good this afternoon. I don't remember. Oh, 18 age limit struck down. So that means, what was that? Was that 18-year-olds couldn't even buy long guns? They had to wait to 21. Okay, I mean that's a step in the right direction. That's, that's good for all those people that are in that 3 year age gap. But there definitely is still a lot more to come, a lot more to go. But you're right. Now that you say that, like I do remember seeing that. You sparked my memory. I'd like to see the mag thing go away, the assault weapons thing go away, the ammo background checks go away. Well, background checks in general would be great. Um, shall issue instead of may issue would be awesome. But that's why we're kind of waiting from the Supreme Court for that one. What else sucks out here? Oh, the handgun roster. That'd be nice to go away. So yeah, definitely a lot more stuff. A lot more to go. But you're right. Takes a long time. Just keep chipping away at it. Yes, I like to use the analogy a lot of like I don't know, like a football team or whatever. And I'm not super great at football, but I do know that there are times when, you throw a big long Hail Mary and try and pick up like 60 yards. And there's other times that you run a little play and pick up 3 yards, right? And that's about as much I know about football. And so that's, I think, even at the federal level, the state level, all that stuff, that is a strategy. There's a time and a place for both of those things. And you have stuff like lawsuits, which take a long time, but if you get it, it could change, it could change big. Like if all of a sudden, the carry permits were struck down by the Supreme Court and it all went to shall issue across the whole country, that'd be like a big chunk. You'd get, that's 40 yards or whatever. And then if they strike down, ammo, magazine restrictions, or they strike down assault weapons bans or whatever. So that's 40 yards, 50 yards. Like we're getting there. If they get rid of the NFA, that's a touchdown right there. But anyways, the 18-year-olds being able to buy long guns, that's a good couple yard pickup. Like we're on our way towards first down, and that's cool. But then sometimes you go backwards, which, like I said, is what they're trying to introduce like this week, right? They already want even more stuff because of Texas. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. None of that would have changed what happened, which, it sucks what happened anyways. But what's that saying? Never let a good tragedy go to waste. And they live by that. So, anyways, that kind of ties in. I was talking with this dude. Maybe you guys can help me. What would you have said? So I framed the person thinking about guns, very like naive, but hey, cool. We all got to learn somehow. Very like cliche type talking points, and I've talked him through a lot of that stuff. At least I try to help, and then I'm trying to help him pick out exactly what he wants. So I do that by asking questions of like what kind of thing are you looking for? Like, what is the end goal? What's the end result you want? And then I can steer you in the right direction. Like, do you want a home defense handgun or something? Well, then here's two or three options that you could check out. You want something to carry, which I don't think he does. Are you looking for a hunting rifle? Like, what the heck? You just say you want to buy a gun. What type? Could be anything. You just want a shotgun to go play, shoot sporting clays. Um, Anyways, so that's the type of dude. So I walk into work the other day. It literally hits me with this. So, how come the NRA killed children in Texas? Do you know how big of a facepalm that is? How come what? Excuse me? What the heck did you just say? And I don't know. I didn't have a great response to that because I don't know how you respond to something like that. The big thing I asked basically was like, I asked him to explain to me how it was their fault. Oh, well, because they lobby. I said, okay, what have they lobbied for that directly connects to what happened? Name one thing that they pushed for or got passed or got struck down that would have changed anything. And he goes, well, I don't know. And I just like, a little bit of my smart ass came out. I go, exactly, you don't know. I go, because you're just talking shit. You don't know what you're talking about. So this dude who's on the fence, maybe going to be a new gun owner, I'd love to help him transition into that and grow and actually understand the Second Amendment, all that stuff. I think step by step, let's get him to own the thing first, just because he wants one, because he thinks it's cool, and then explain to him the responsibility of defending our rights and all that stuff. But he completely switched now, and I don't know. Did he watch something on the news? Did he read something on Facebook? And now all of a sudden he just parrots those talking points. It was a very frustrating conversation. So if anyone has any ideas, I'd like to revisit that with him and try and get him to come back to, because I even said, I go, dude, a week ago you were asking me advice about what kind of gun to buy, and now you're saying that stuff and you think the gun should be banned and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, well, because it was kids and blah, blah, blah. I almost don't even want to repeat the kind of crap he was saying because it was stupid. It hurt my brain. What's going on, Scott? So hopefully someone jumps in. Links in the description. You guys are all welcome. All you need is a microphone. I do this from my phone. It's not that hard. If you've ever been in a live chat before, then it's easy. If you've never been in one, now's the time. You can learn how to do it, and then you'll be used to it, and then you can join like bigger podcasts and become famous and take over the world. And be the next gun websites. All started in the Smeggie cave. The biggest channel on YouTube ever. Yeah, no one wants to join. No one likes me. That's okay. But yeah, so anyways, that's been rolling around in my brain for a while. I don't know how to respond to him. Like I said, I tried just going with like what specific thing, because I hate, and it happens in all sorts of topics when people are just like, oh, this thing is bad. Okay, why? All right, see DJ. Like, why is it bad? You can't just say that. Like, do you have a reason? At least explain what the reason is, and then I'll either agree or disagree with your reason, but at least have one, right? Like, as much as I don't agree with all the moms demand attention from Bloomberg, like they at least could say a reason that they think that their thing's gonna work. Like, I disagree with what they think would work, but at least they have an idea. This dude's just parroting, well, they're bad. Well, they lobby stuff. Like what? Well, I don't know. Exactly. It's just frustrating. Because I'm normally pretty good at talking with people too. I remember I used to when I worked at a different place. I used to argue with this guy all the time, and he was I support the Second Amendment, but type of person. I guess you could say he was a FUD because he was all cool with hunting rifles and shotguns and maybe like a handgun or something. But why do you need an AR-15? He's one of them people. Why do you need more than 10 rounds? Blah blah blah. That which is a stupid argument, but I used to argue with him all the time, and I think I did an okay job. But anyways, let's see. So Scott saying he had a friend known him for 20 years or more. Um, Goes off about the thing. Asked him what his plan was, and he lost it. Didn't have an answer. Started swearing at you. Yeah, I mean that's a go-to tactic when you back someone up against into a corner or whatever, because they don't really have an answer. And oh, you monster! You don't care. You and that is true. Second Amendment is not about needing or wanting or hunting or any of the other stuff. Quite frankly, it's not necessarily even about self-defense. To be honest, it's about all of it. Oh man, sorry, I'm pretty tired. Like I said, I was just bored, and I'm very bad at rambling. Sad thing is he's in the Navy, or he's a chief in the Navy, or is he a chef? Maybe he's just a cook, and that's his problem. Chief, chef, I don't know. I never know which how to spell it. Chiefs get real mad if you call them chefs, though. I knew a dude back in the day. He was in Canada. I played video games with him, and he was part of like whatever their equivalent is of like the reserves, the weekend a month, 2 weeks a year type of thing. Show up and do training and all that stuff. He used to always get mad because I said he was in the Boy Scouts, the Canadian Boy Scouts. And then when he'd be gone for like he was, we were playing pretty competitively, and we had like practices and stuff. It was like an official like team for Counter Strike way back in the day, and he'd be like, "Oh, I can't be there this weekend. I got my training." Da da da. Every time he'd come back, I'm like, "So they teach you how to ride your horses?" He always hated that being called a Mountie. Oh, did you get your little pony for the weekend? Which meanwhile, I mean, he probably was training how to like blow up tanks or some crap. Like it was probably something cool. But I just used to always pick on him because I mean, come on, it's Canada. They don't really have an army. I mean, they do, but they don't like it when you say that they don't. What you doing over there, Zig? See, this is what he does outside. Just lays down. Oh, is he coming over? Maybe, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the National Guard there a difference between the National Guard and the Reserve? I thought it was called the the Army Reserve or something. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, it was that type of thing. He's like in the military, kind of, but just every once in a while. But I guess if they ever got like invaded by penguins or something, then they could call him up. Although penguins are in Antarctica, not the Arctic. So I guess polar bears. If they ever got invaded by polar bears, they'd call them up to defend the homeland. I like when he doesn't let me throw his toy. Like he'll drop it, and then he's gonna look at me and be like, "Okay, go throw it." And then I'm gonna reach for it, and he takes it from me. Nope, you can't throw it. Okay, go ahead and throw it. Oh, you let me this time. Okay, good. Let's see. Does anyone want to join yet? Nope. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's Canada. Who cares? That's why he would always get mad at me when I said he went to the Boy Scouts or he got to play with his little pony. Or, like I said, practicing to defend himself against penguins or something. Or Canadian geese. Canadian geese are actually pretty mean, though, because they always come down to the U.S. to enjoy our nice weather in the middle of winter. They would always pass through Michigan. And you'd see a whole bunch of them, though, like chilling on a sidewalk or something. You try and walk past them, and they will attack you. It's like, dude, you're the visitor. How are you going to be territorial? It's my sidewalk. It's America's sidewalk. But it was pretty funny watching people getting chased by them because they're scared of them. My whole thing is like, it's a bird. Even if what it's going to do, it's going to flap its wings at you. Well, that's not going to hurt. And even if it bites you, like, could the bite really hurt that much? Like, I doubt that it can hurt that much. I'm just like, if it ever gets close enough to me, I'll just kick it. And if it bites me a couple times, whatever, like I'm gonna keep walking the way I'm walking. It's not like I'm chasing them or something. Like I'm not starting a fight. But if I'm walking down the sidewalk and they start going off on me, like I'm gonna stand my ground and keep walking. Because even the geese, I mean, they're Canadian, so at a base level, they have to just surrender and apologize. What you doing, Zig? He ain't doing nothing. Most lazy husky I've ever had. Until we go inside, and then he runs around in circles and is super annoying. But we go outside to burn energy, he just lays down. Pretty good on walks though. He doesn't pull that much. My other huskies, oh man, the ones I used to have back in the day, dude, they pulled like crazy. And we tried all sorts of stuff, like the harness that loops like under their stomach. So, because you don't ever want to like pull back against like their neck or their shoulders, because that like in husky language that means go faster. Like when you pull back against them. So this thing would like cinch up around, and you can kind of like pull to the side a little bit, so you're not pulling straight back against them. And it helped a little, but they would pull like crazy. This dude's pretty good. A couple of seagulls flying by. That's interesting. Not really. I'm just bored. I got nothing to talk about. I really am not a good host. I'm a good co-host. I'm like the color commentary of like a sports thing. Yeah, he's sunbathing. He's trying to get a tan. So what else is going on? Train and learn's going on. Uh, NOC train and learn. KD's thing. That's this weekend. Juweb said a bunch of videos with Tony from Guns Are for Everyone. I did videos about it beforehand. Although I thought I heard something earlier today. I was kind of in and out the chat earlier, but I guess something happened and Tony wasn't able to go. Like he was definitely planning on going. I kind of missed it. What happened? I don't know if like something happened to his car or like if some work thing came up or I have no idea. But that seemed like a pretty cool event. And then NRA is going on this weekend. I haven't seen very much from there. Clover's been posting a few pictures, and who else did I see on Instagram? Oh, Gizzard. Gizzard was posting some stuff, and like that's about it. Which is weird. I mean, normally you'll see a bunch of people doing stuff. I don't know if that means are there just less people going this year? Is it just not that exciting? Am I just not following the right people? I don't know. Instagram's weird. They like to not show you stuff that you want to see. Like whenever I go to like the suggested thing, like right, where it's supposed to show you like stuff that it thinks you're gonna like, but you don't actually follow the people. I never see any gun stuff, even though 95% of the channels I follow are like gun people. I follow a couple of dog pages because I like dogs, mostly German Shepherds. There's a couple that I follow, and then like that's all the suggested stuff that I ever see is like dog stuff or like engineering stuff. I like that. So sometimes there'll be little short videos of like some dude making a homemade pump or something. I'm kind of a nerd, so I'll watch that kind of stuff. But like that's what Instagram suggests to me. It's like dogs and animals and engineering stuff, and never a gun thing. Even though that's the most posts I interact with, the most I follow, the most I comment on. You would think if they were any good at following data on me, they would know that that's what I care about the most. I mean, hell, just talk to me for 5 minutes and you'll figure out I'm a gun dude. So maybe it's something like that. I don't know. I just haven't seen very many pictures of it. I've been to NRA a couple of times. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, I definitely take it for what it is, right? It's all the companies there, just a show and tell. So you got to kind of, if you talk to people, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt. Um, but I enjoyed going just for meeting up with the Gun Channels crew. All these people that I talk with online all the time and get to meet them up in real life. That was always fun. Well, that's kind of the same thing with SHOT Show. I've only been to SHOT Show once, but the highlight of the show was like hanging out with the people. It wasn't what's the coolest doodad and what's this, that, or the other. I mean, I guess I kind of liked getting patches and stuff. That part's cool of the shows, but I don't know. I'm not like I'm not a reviewer, right? So there's nothing I can really gain from that. It's like I'm not trying to get people to send me stuff and like make deals with doing stuff for my channel or whatever. I just like talking shit, just ramble. Okay, I'll shut the camera off for a second. Oops, turn the thing. I could tell my dude's getting a little too hot, so we're gonna go inside so he can cool off. Because otherwise he'll keep playing with that thing for 20 hours if he could. All right, what's Zig doing? Whatever. I'll just leave the back door open. He can come in if he wants. And if not, he can sit outside. I was thinking about going through my patches, but I kind of changed my mind on that. I'm being kind of lazy. They're mostly all organized now, but there was a few that I wanted to make sure. I guess I can show you for a second. All of these bins here are all my patches. And all the cool ones are displayed out in my truck in the headliner. So what I wanted to do was go through those bins and figure out if I have patches in there that should be in the truck, and then go through what's in the truck and decide if any of those need to be retired and bring them back inside. Because when I first started collecting, I just stuck in everything I had was in there. And now I'm at the point where it's like, oh, just because Sig like gave me a patch or whatever, like that doesn't need to be in the truck. Like, sure, it's kind of cool, but it's not like I'm a huge Sig fan. Like, they're okay. I got nothing against them, but I'd rather have enough room for like, G-Web's patches or like a CZ patch. So I really like them and stuff like that. So I kind of want to go back to just companies that I really like, or like just patches that are really cool. You got a couple from Owl and Anchor and like some like funny patches and stuff like that. Or from other people that I know, like kind of the Gun Channels crew. So I was thinking about that the other day. I was going to do that, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. There must be something else going on. I normally at least get a couple more people following me. I feel bad for you, Scott. You're literally just listening to my inner monologue. That's got to be boring. I think you're the only one watching. It says there's only one person watching. I could play Ninja Turtles. Oh, now it says 0 people are watching. That's even worse. All right, well, if anyone stumbles across this after the fact, this is pointless. I'm just going to shut it down. So, I hope you enjoyed wasting a half hour of your life. Sorry about that. Maybe next time it will be better. Doot, 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 doot.